Okay everyone, I'm going to show you today how to quote-unquote merge a document in DocuSign, similar to what you would do in Word. A few things you'll need in order to do this is either Enterprise, Business Pro, or Enterprise Pro account, and this is because you need the bulk send tool. And so what I've done here is I've created this basically fake questionnaire. It's a sample so I can show you guys how to begin merging a document. I already created the template and I've already added it to DocuSign. The only next step to take is to actually set up the fields and then make sure that it's mapped properly to my CSV data. And so here, I'm gonna go into edit mode. Okay, so just so you know, you don't have to merge one individual document at a time. I'm talking using the bulk send tool, you can actually send this document to hundreds of clients, and not only that, but personalize it. So you may or may not know this, but you have to enter the role or the name and email. Otherwise, you won't actually be able to set up the document. So I'm just going to put in the role and begin working on the data that I'm going to merge. And the role is actually super important because you can use this this role identity to map the document. Here's an example. So I'm going to pull up the data that I'm using for this. Okay. So, as you can see, I included the role in the header, and then what you follow that with is 2 colons. So I have the role and 2 colons, and then this is the field name. Okay, this is the field name. This is going to be a field name. And so I'm going to use these field names to start mapping the document. Okay, so let's go to next. Okay, and you probably already know this if you're this far ahead. You can just use the name rubber stamp and it'll actually pull in the name for you. And so technically, you don't have to change the data label for this field. Okay. All right. Second thing I'm going to pull in is the client's date of birth. Okay, and this is how I map the document to the data. Is I go over here on the right side, and I'm going to change the name of the data label. As you can see right now, it's this unique ID that's assigned to the data. I'm going to change it to match my Excel spreadsheet. And what I named that field was just a simple date of birth, BOB. And that's what I'm going to enter, BOB. Okay, this is not a required field. I mean, you can leave required fields selected so they can verify the date of birth, but if I'm going to just say read only, and it's going to pull in this information. Okay, so now I'm going to add the text to the previous or referring to doctor. And again, I'm just going to change the data label right over here. Okay, so this field was named refer doctor. And I usually put the underscores instead of, spaces, but that's just because that's just what I like. That's my preference. You don't have to do that. You can use spaces. It doesn't matter. And then the next thing I'm going to set up is the, the medical problems. And as you can see, if we go down back to the Excel spreadsheet, this is the name of my field. We can just copy it. And of course, normally I would actually spend the time to make these fields look neat, but just for the sake of getting this done and letting you guys be on your way, I'm gonna try to just go through this quick. If you guys have any other questions, just comment below and I'll answer. I'm gonna try to make, more of these tutorial videos because I've been finding a lot of loopholes. I mean, I wouldn't consider this a loophole, but there's a few other tricks I've learned, so it'd be nice to share them with people. Okay, so again, I'm gonna change the data label, medical problems. Okay. And after I do this, I'll actually show you guys what it looks like once it's merged. I'll probably pause this video, clean up these fields, and then I'll show you the final result. Okay guys, so I just cleaned up my template, and so now in order to use the bulk tool, you'll actually have to go to new, send envelope, and then we're going to use the template. So I'm going to use the template I created, just added to this envelope, and now I'm going to import a bulk list right here. Here's my sample merge data. And this is just telling you about the exceptions, whether or not I was able to match a field to your data. And of course, I left some blank because I didn't want them populated. I want the client to actually fill it out. So I'm going to accept. We're going to say finish import. And then, of course, you would just go to send now or next, depending on whether or not you feel confident. You can just go ahead and send it. If you want to go preview the packet one more time, then just go to next. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and send this. Alright guys, as you can see, the data was merged correctly. We have the patient's name, the date of birth, the doctor, and this was a pretty simple tutorial. So if you guys liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe because I'm hoping to upload some more videos, tutorial videos, for you guys that work in the office or want to know how to do some office work. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, more tutorials in the future. I know there's a lot of new tricks that I've learned, and it's also stuff that I wasn't able to find on the internet. So we'll see. Alright, thank you so much. Have a good night, a good day, wherever you are. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now.